Hi, Hansika.
Hi,
Hi, am I audible to you?
yeah, you are.
Yeah, so how are you, Hansika? And congratulations on being placed as a data analyst. So, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. Can you please give me a brief about the company that you've been placed in, what kind of a company it is, and what kind of work does it do?
It's a legal firm which has confidential data about shareholders and their dealings. So that's all the company is about. And the data analyst role is primarily over there, which uses Excel, that
Yeah. And what is the name of the company?
DRRT.
DRIT. Okay, great. And can you give a brief about what roles and responsibilities do you have in that data analyst role?
It would be basically, I would say, uh, uploading some raw data over there, then consolidating it, then analyzing the data in the Excel as well. So these are the major things. And in the in the contract, they have written there would be some administrative tasks too at times, which I would have to do.
Okay, great. And can you please give me a brief about yourself, what your educational background is, and also your work experience? If you don't have any work experience, as you're a fresher, then also your internship experiences as well.
Yeah, sure. So I
Yeah.
did my bachelor's in economics, and then I did my M.Sc in behavioral and data science. After my M.Sc, I did take some break, and the one of the internships that I did was at NSC India, and the other one I did it at Home Finance. After which, I was looking for a full-time role, and along the journey, I did um I did get some interview calls, but then it wasn't reaching the stage of offer letter, so I had taken help from Jobaaj, which helped me get placed at DR.
And why data analytics, and how did you think of going into this field?
It was simple for me. I did my economics and it had statistical stuff in it. And then when I did my master's, it had data analytics, or I would say data science majorly over there. And then from over there, I was thinking about going into the field of data analytics or data science. And I really liked it. So I was like, why not go forward with it in career?
Great. And what would you suggest to people who are from non-tech background and also they want to get into this field of data analytics? What what are the some suggestions that you would like to give them?
Uh, get your basics, intermediate, and advanced stuff clear in Excel. Because as much as I have learned from my experience and even while I have seen other journeys of people around me, whatever stage you are, Excel will be required. And even though you may aspire to do stuff in Python directly or get on with machine learning stuff, initially, for a few months or for a few years, you will have to deal with Excel whether you like it or not. So start with Excel and try reaching out to people on LinkedIn. I mean, I would suggest directly messaging them and approaching them if there are any opportunities in their companies, even if you do not see any. And also have a chat as to what their role entails and what are they looking uh, in candidates. Like a one-to-one interaction is way more useful than a generic, I would say, suggestions available on internet, because it gives you a peek from few personal interactions as to what you're capable of and whether you like it or not.
Thank you. Thank you for your suggestions. And also, I would just like to ask you, what was your interview process and how many rounds does it consist of?
Um, I would say the first round of interview was a normal HR screening call. The second round of interview required me to go on site in the Mumbai office and give a technical test, and I had a small interview over there. The third round was an HR round again, uh, but with the US team. And the fourth round was uh, with the head of departments of the US team. So there were total four rounds, and it took me around 2 months to uh, at the end to once the interview process itself took around 2 to 3 weeks, and once that was all in all the interview process, and from there to reach the letter, it took me around 2 months. So it was a lot of patience over there.
Yeah, sure. And how many interviews have you given since the time you've been with Jobaaj?
With Jobaaj, DRRT was one of the companies. The other one, I do not remember, but there was another company for Bangalore. There was another company which I had to appear technical test of. There was one HR screening call. Um, but then DRRT offer came in, so I would say around 2 interviews in total. The third one
Okay,
I am not
great.
considering, given that the contract came before that.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And may I know where do you belong from?
Mumbai, India.
Okay, so that's great that you are from Mumbai and you've been placed in Mumbai as well. So it must be very convenient to you, right?
Um, Convenient, yes, but I wanted to be placed outside the city.
Okay, okay. No problem. And how was your how had the placement team of Jobaaj helped you in securing this position of a data analyst? Like, how did they help you, and how did they support you in in communicating between the company and also support you in the whole interview process?
Um, yes, they were helpful, and they were helpful in the way I was looking out to be helped. Um, and it was in a way where I would say I was looking for them to reach out to their partner companies in case, because the job market has been on a really tight note. So even though I had interviews flowing and I couldn't secure an offer, so that is where Jobaaj was helpful to me in securing a role. And it helped me prepare a CV which included the previous internship experiences and the Jobaaj experiences. And it was, I would say, uh, quickly done and responsibly done. Uh, the other part would be that so DRRT did take a lot of time to reply back. So the team was helpful in communicating to DRRT, even when I, I would spend some extra days whether I should reach out to them or not. So it helped me keep track of, reaching out to companies on a timely basis. And the last part would be that it did give me job openings even when they were on LinkedIn. I mean, even if I do not search on regular basis on LinkedIn, it did simplify a certain process for me.
Okay, okay. And who were you connected with from the placement team of Jobaaj?
Vishaka.
Okay, so was she helpful and was she like up to the mark where you thought that she would be?
I was definitely happy with the way she was sharing the leads from time to time, and also checking in with me as to how my interview processes went, um, and what feedback was I receiving from my end also, and from the company end also. So that was very clear. I would say overall it was a good process.
Thank you so much, Hansika, for taking out your time and speaking with us, giving your valuable feedback. And congratulations once again for your placement as a data analyst in DRRT. And I hope you achieve all the goals that you want in your life. And thank you for connecting with us.
Sure.
Thank you.